Hi, folks. Puffin here with Grogu, Baby Yoda. Say thank you for voting no in the California recall. If you haven't voted yet, there's still like lines you can get in. You can go vote now if you see this soon enough. Um, I just saw a live broadcast that there's still people in line to vote. So vote no. Keep Gavin Newsom. Let's make him better, of course. Hold him to promises and pressure him to do better stuff. But oh my gosh, what a relief to keep Larry Elder out of office. And to vote no, a vote against Larry Elder is a vote against Trump. So yeah, we've been calling him Larry Fraudfrog Elder because he looks like a frog, but no insult to frogs. More because it's nothing against frogs that, Pepe the frog cartoon was a frog. And it's nothing against Pepe the frog cartoon that these Kekist Trumper Nazis took that image, for their profiles. If you see that frog looking profile, they're Kekist Trumpers. So that's why because since Larry Elder's a Trumper, I call him Fraud Frog. And because he's all about the fraud. Like, just like Trump himself, he was like, the only way I'd lose is if there's fraud. So, it's almost like they're not even running to win. They're just running to destroy democracy because they want to get all their supporters to believe that, voting doesn't work. Or, I just saw a clip from them interviewing an older lady who's like, I went to vote and they said I'd already voted. And it's like, well, maybe you did already vote. Did you send in the ballot that they'd already mailed you like maybe a month ago or something and forgot that you sent it in? But anyway, they can get people to say that they're having trouble at the polls. And I guess they can get their provisional ballots, which maybe are even easier to track. But obviously we need some type of transparency in our voting to make sure that everybody's votes get counted. But there isn't fraud. I mean, these people whining about fraud. Here in Colorado, we have 100% mail-in voting, and there's never any fraud. Or the only fraud there is, you could send in somebody else's ballot. But the only time that ever happens is total sleaze bags, like this Morphew guy, Morphew, Morphew guy who murdered his wife and then sent in her ballot for Trump. Like, that's the only episode of it. So we don't have voter fraud. We have mail-in ballots. It works. Get it. We have legal weed in Colorado too, and in California, which you'll be able to keep since you're keeping Gavin Newsom. So thank you so much for doing the right thing and just being able to keep everybody alive by being able to have masks, being able to have vaccines and stuff. I saw Cox, another Republican candidate, because there's like 50 running for the recall, and he at least said he believed in vaccines and stuff. So at least that's the type of Republican that should be trying to win or getting some airplay in California. Although Republicans really shouldn't be Republicans anywhere. It's anti-American at this point to be a Trumper. But he doesn't seem like a Trumper. He's like at least saying we need vaccines. But his logo looked really weird. It's like Cox, C-O-X, with a bear coming out of the O, like protruding. I won't say more. Anyway, good job, everybody. Thanks for keeping Gavin Newsom, and thanks for shutting down Larry Elder and Trump. Larry Frog Elder. Because, yeah, they're already calling fraud. They were calling fraud before. It's still not over, and they were calling fraud hours ago. So, anyway, get down to the polls. Thanks for voting. Let's keep America America. Let's keep it a democracy here, because we're still fighting for democracy. They're fighting against democracy, trying to threaten it, and we're fighting for it. So let's get democracy. Thanks. We'll finally get there.